Could be. But me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Card Collector Series podcast. I, of course, am your set man, Louie T. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoy this content, do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button for more great content. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And also hit that like button as it helps this channel grow immensely. At the end of every one of these podcast episodes, we open a pack of cards. This episode is no different. Today, we will open up something a little bit different on the show, a Panini Prizm draft pack for 2021. This is the first year they've done Panini Prizm draft NFL cards. I'm not going to lie to you, and I've told you this before, I am not a fan of college cards. Don't really care for them at all. However, I was at Walmart, and this was the only pack left, and it was like $5, and it was just calling my name like, Lou, don't you want to buy me? And I just couldn't say no. I said, why not? It's $5. It's not going to hurt. So I picked it up. I'm not looking for anything in particular. Again, I don't really like college cards. But let's see what we find. We'll do that a little bit later on in the show. If you aren't a fan of the topic that we'll be discussing on the pod today, feel free to jump to the end of the show where we'll open that pack of cards. Or two. I think there's actually a bonus pack inside as well. So we'll get to that a little bit later on, that multi-pack. But my topic for today is one that I know nothing about. And so I want to give a quick shout out to my guy, Hawk. Hawk! 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 My guy, Hawk, has just jumped into the card collecting space. So shout out to him for becoming a member of the hobby. And he has recently sent me messages on socials the last couple of weeks when Target has done their card drops. And so I know nothing about these Target card drops. The only thing I know is that they don't sell the cards in the store anymore. I've been on Target's website a couple of times, but there's been nothing there that really interests me. So I just said, okay, whatever. I'll just continue to go to Walmart, see what I can find. And I've already told you about my adventures going to Walmart's. It's hit or miss. But every week I know that more likely than not, there will be a refresh at Walmart. So I think there's the same thing going on at Target now. I think the day is Wednesday. I'm not sure. This is why I'm bringing this topic to you guys, because I really don't know anything about these Target drops. Apparently, there are people that actually do live streams talking about the drops and what should be dropping. I just know my guy, Sean Hawk, sent me a link 2 weeks ago to the Target website for prestige NFL packs. And they were slightly cheaper than what I paid at Walmart, but I wasn't interested in any more prestige cards. I had already bought a bunch. I still have some left. I don't want any more. I'm all prestiged out. Okay. Yeah, so I got enough of those. Don't really want any more unless there's another box out there, that's not a hobby, or that's not a blaster or a hanger. Okay. If I can get my hands on a hybrid box, which I'm planning on doing at some point, then yeah, I'll take that. But I'm done with the blasters and the hangers. But then he sent me a link last week to the brand new Optic NBA 2021 cards, the 2020-2021 cards. And I'm definitely interested in that. I was dying to get my hands on some. I haven't seen any at Walmart yet. Don't even know if Walmart's going to get any. And so when he sent me that link, I quickly clicked on it. And sure enough, it takes me to the Target site, but it says this product is not available. So I'm thinking, when he sent me the link, obviously there were still some left. So how does this stuff work? Is this just like, essentially going online and first come, first serve, and everyone's waiting like anxious? Like, I don't want to fight over this stuff. And I don't have bots, okay? And I know some people out there do have bots. And like, I've been in these positions before where you've got to try to race to get something, and it's nerve-wracking. I don't know if I really want to go through that or not. I mean, how bad do you want it is the question, right? I don't mind sitting there for a few minutes and trying feverishly to get some cards. But I was watching another card video of someone else's on their channel talk about how he had cards in his cart. He goes to check out, the little circle loading bar shows up. He refreshes and all of his cards are gone and he's been essentially jacked and now he can't buy any. Like, that's the kind of stuff that would really piss me off. If I sit there for 30 minutes or whatever the case may be, or 5 minutes, I don't know how mad the dash is to try to get cards and when they drop. So if you know anything about this, if you know the time, the date, is this a weekly thing every Wednesday? Is it at 10 o'clock? Like, if you know these things, please leave it down in the comment section. I would love to know. But I'm not surprised if no one leaves a comment, because they're probably thinking, if I tell you, that's just one more person I have to fight with to try to get cards online at Target.com. So if no one says anything, I'm not going to be upset. Okay. I understand, at the end of the day though, the thing that I can't stand about, this process is it's just not enough for everyone. Right. And life's not fair. I'm not looking for everyone to walk away with a, bag of chips, a juice box, a gold star, and a pat on the back. I'm not looking for that. First come, first serve, dog eat dog, early worm gets the bird or early bird gets the worm, yada, yada, yada. All of the idioms, the sayings, and all of that nonsense. The bottom line is, I don't want to fight over cards. I just want to show up, put my little request in, go to the checkout, pay for them, and have them delivered to me. I would much rather just go to the store. I'm old school. A lot of people laugh at me, including my wife, because I'm that guy that still likes to go inside the bank. I don't do a lot of fast food, but if I do go to a fast food establishment, I like to park my car and actually go in and get my food by talking to a cashier and getting my items that way. Like, I don't really like the impersonal way that this society has turned, where everything is done electronically, online, or through the drive-through. Even banking now is done, through the drive-through. And I get it now with COVID. It's really gotten a lot, worse. But even before then, banking was kind of heading towards everything. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it, personally. And so I don't like having to go online to get my cards. I'd much rather go in the store and go and get them. And being that I don't work a 9 to 5 like most people, it's easy for me to just go at any time I want and go to the store and get the cards. So I have an advantage. I'd like to take advantage of that advantage. And I don't get to when you're online. I could be at work and go to a corner where no one's watching me and be ready to try to get these cards off the Target.com. Anyway, long story short, I know nothing about these Target drops. So if you do, please leave it down in the comment section. I'd love to know when these things take place. I'd love to throw my name in the hat and see what happens. If I don't get any cards, so be it. It's no skin off my back. If I do, I will be greatly appreciative of you for giving me the information that I need. But in any event, let's move forward, because, again, I don't know if Target's going to ever put the cards back in the store. I'm going to just say this and then we'll move on. We all know about the incident they had in Minnesota, which prompted them to take all of the cards out of the stores. And so I would like them to bring the cards back into the store. Personally, that's how I would like to see this done. But if they're having success doing it this way, and they can stop people from fighting and pulling weapons on one another, they're probably just going to continue to do it this way. If they're not losing any money or revenue because of this, they'll probably just continue to do it this way, which really does suck. Anyway, let's get to our pack rip portion of the show. 2021 NFL Panini Prizm draft pick cards. So there are 2 packs inside of this multi-pack here. One is a 12 pack, so a 12 card pack, and then you have a bonus pack with 3 cards in it here. So we will open the 12 first, see what we get out of it, and then we will get to the bonus pack. So we start off with a Micah Parsons All-American Prizm. All right. We have a Terrence Marshall Jr. Crusade. Dylan Moses, who I think went undrafted out of Alabama. Tyson Campbell, who I believe went in the second round to Jacksonville, I think. All-American Justin Fields. So we'll throw that with the Michael Parsons. We have a green Prizm Pat Freiermuth, second round pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We have a green Prizm throwback of Larry Fitzgerald from his time at Pitt, the future Hall of Famer. We have a Tyler Lockett throwback from his time at K-State. We have a Dalvin Cook throwback from his time at Florida State. We have a Lamar Jackson throwback from his time at Louisville. We have a Brandon Ayuk throwback from his time at ASU. And we have a Gardner Minshew II throwback from his time at Wazoo. So now we'll get to this bonus pack that was inside. This bonus Prizm pack. See what's in here. And we have a Nick Chubb Prizm. So these are red, white, and blue Prizms. And the first up is Nick Chubb from his time at Georgia. We have this is a nice one. Trevor Lawrence, All-American, red, white, and blue Prizm. So that's sweet. And then we got a Kyle Pitts, red, white, and blue Prizm. So I'd say that's a pretty damn good. That's a pretty damn good pack. I think that deserves a bang. It's not often that we get bangs here on the podcast with these rips, but when you come away with a Kyle Pitts red, white, and blue Prizm, and you know what? Let's go ahead and sleeve these up right now. You come away with a Kyle Pitts red, white, and blue Prizm, which we did here. When you come away with a Trevor Lawrence All-Americans red, white, and blue Prizm, as we did here. When you come away with a Justin Fields All-Americans, as we did here. A Micah Parsons All-American, as we did here. A Nick Chubb throwback from his time at Georgia, red, white, and blue Prizm, as we did here. And a Pat Freiermuth green Prizm rookie. I'd say that you ate pretty good. What about you? What do you guys think? Was that some good eating? Again, I'm not a big fan of these college cards. These aren't cards that go into the PC for me. But these are definitely cards that I'm going to hold on to and see if there's any value here that they may be moved in the future. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for me, your man, Louie T. I thank you guys for joining me here on the Card Collector Series podcast. Again, if you have any information on these target drops, please leave it down in the comment section along with a like and a sub if you haven't already subbed up. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. That's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, reminding you that it's hunting season. It never ends, especially here on the Card Collector Series podcast. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Take care.
LouieTeeNetwork.